Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckettini. Now, I've got big news for you. The Arkansas Razorbacks got really big news when they found out that this young man, Carnell Jackson Jr., I believe has committed when he committed to the Arkansas Razorbacks back in April. And that was really big news for them because I'm going to tell you, he's a good player. They've got a good one here. Now, he is a defensive tackle. He's in the class of 2026, so he still has a senior year to play there at Auburn High School in Auburn, Alabama. And this is a really big guy, and I think Arkansas got another good one, man. He looks good. All right, so let's check him out. Now, here's his physical profile. I'm just going to go down my list here. His height and weight is 6'3", 340 pounds. Really big guy, like I was saying. You know, Coach Pittman, they like these really big guys. And he is, but one good thing is he can move too. I could not find a 40 time on him, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to see he's got a really good motor and he can run good. He runs well. All right, for a prototype NFL defensive tackle, I check that because when you're in the SEC, you're going to play against linemen and players that are going to be in the NFL. I mean, so you got to have the right body type to play in the SEC, and Jackson does. Now, so the prototype size for an NFL defensive tackle is 6'3", 302 pounds, and they run about a 4.98 40. Now, he's already over this, prototype size. The thing is, if he can run that 4.98 40, he's good to go, and I totally believe he can run a 4.98 40. When you see this guy run, we'll watch film of him here in a little bit, and you'll see he can go. He can run for a big man. He's really athletic. He will be an interior defensive lineman. We've seen him play a lot of nose guard here there at Auburn High School. But he'll be some form of interior defensive lineman, like head up on the guard. That's a 2-tech. 3-tech is outside shoulder of the guard. He can do either one of those. I mean, he's really big, really strong, and he can move. Like I say, he is in the class of 2026. He's from Auburn High School in Auburn, Alabama. And when I look at him, it's just kind of a sentence explaining him. I see a big, strong, disruptive, athletic defensive lineman with an SEC frame and quickness. Because like I told you, he's already pretty much has that prototype size at 6'3", 340. Now, if he's not fast enough, I'd like to see him lose some weight. But I think he is fast enough. And that's if you have the speed and the size, you're a prototype. And he's a little bit over the size. But if he can run that 4.98 40 in that range, man, and I think he does. Just by watching, I've seen a lot of players, and I've done this for a long time, and I think he does. He's a good one here, but he's really, this is the type of player we need to compete in the SEC for sure. All right, now some of his career highlights and awards. In his junior season, this last season, he had 36 tackles, and you'll see he takes up a lot of blockers. I mean, man, he just piles them up. So he's defensive tackle, so he may not have as many tackles because he's eating up linemen. Now, he had 3 tackles for loss, he had 12 quarterback hurries, and he did block a field goal, which we have on film. It's pretty cool. He was a key contributor to Auburn High School's playoff runs these last 2 seasons. In 2022, they were the runner-up, state runner-up, and this past season they got to the second round. And they're in Class 7A in Alabama. So I don't know for sure that's their biggest classification, but I'm pretty sure it's up there. And these are guys that look like good athletes that he's playing against. These aren't bozos that he's playing. I mean, these are good-looking kids, good-looking athletes, and he stands out. He's a good player. And he was invited to several Southeastern regional camps. All these camps, they invite them. Invitation only. These schools that are trying to find players, they invite them in and try to get them committed and all this and that. They all do that. And he was invited to several of them. He was highly recruited. You'll see on my next slides. Matter of fact, this slide here's his recruiting profile and some offers that he has. He's a 3-star defensive lineman. I think he's like an 86 compared on 247 Sports. And if you get to a 90, you're a 4-star, so he's right at a 4-star. He's rated as a 3-star on 247 Sports and Rivals. He had offers from Arkansas, Ole Miss, Alabama, Birmingham. I can't hardly talk. Alabama, Birmingham, Troy, and many others. And he committed to Arkansas back in April 14th of 2025, just a couple months ago. and he committed to Deke Adams. And I've talked a lot. If you watch my videos about Deke Adams, I worked with him some when he was at Ouachita Baptist University, and I was a junior high coach at the time. And I coached defensive ends. I've coached everything, but I coached defensive ends and running backs a lot, quarterbacks, all linebackers. I've done it all. But anyway, I loved working with Coach Adams, and the kids liked working with him too. He's a really good guy. He works hard. He's a great guy, and he's done a really good job recruiting a lot of good defensive linemen. And right here is Carnell Jackson, man. He's a good one too. I'm telling you, he's good. I like him a lot. Now, some intangibles in leadership that I read about as I researched him here a little bit. He's praised by coaches for his motor, his attitude, and his lead by example work ethic, and you see that in his film. He has a really good motor, and he has to have a good attitude to play the way he does. He has to. He's regarded as a leader and tone setter on the Auburn High defensive line. So he looked at as a leader there. He's known for his high effort and commitment both in games and practice. You can see his high effort in the clips I have. He gets after it. He chases the ball. He plays to the whistle. Just has a lot of high effort, good motor. All right, now why does he matter for Arkansas? Why do we want him at Arkansas? Well, he adds size. First of all, 6'3", 340. He adds quickness and SEC-ready talent to Arkansas's defensive line, because to be in that high three-star like he is, that he should be at a Power 5, and he should be, starting, playing for, getting a lot of playing time. And that's what I see him doing, for sure. He strengthens Arkansas's reach into Alabama, a very rich state in talent. It's a key recruiting battleground. It is, man. Alabama's got a lot of good talent there, and the more Alabama kids you can get will lead to more. Jackson's got buddies, and he can spread the word, and they can see we got Alabama kids in Arkansas doing well, and that's very important. And he brings depth and immediate competition to an interior defensive line rotation. You need a bunch of them, because these offenses go on this fast pace. Sometimes they've kind of backed off of that some, but a lot of them are up tempo if they can. So you need at least 4 defensive linemen that you can rotate in there, and so you need at least 4 of them. And we're talking about big guys, 6'3", 300 pounds that can run. It's hard to find those guys. It's like Coach Travis Williams said, our defensive coordinator. You got to pay big money for these big guys because there's not very many of them. And so it's huge when you get one of these guys with great size that can move. And Carnell Jackson's a good one, man. I'm telling you. So he definitely will bring immediate competition. And you need a lot of them. I think you need at least 4. More than that. You need more than that, but you're going to rotate 3 or 4 in a game. So, you need that many just to be able to play, Scouting report, when I watch him play, I see that he's fast off the ball. Like I say, at 340 pounds, you wouldn't think, but he is. He's quick off the ball. He uses his hands really well to disengage, to get those blockers off of him and make tackles. He uses his hands really well. He's tough versus the run. He pushes the pocket as a pass rusher. What you want to do is push that pocket back where the quarterback can't step up, and then your pass rushers can get to him. You want to close that pocket up on that quarterback, and he does a real good job of pushing that pocket, pushing those center and guards into that quarterback's face. Makes it hard on the quarterback throwing it, and he can't see down the field if you're doing that. He projects as an early contributor for Arkansas. That's me. I project him as an early contributor for sure. I think he's got a lot of talent. Depends on who's there. If we got a lot of older guys, it's hard to play. But I think definitely he'll be playing for sure. Contributor. His role projection is he'll compete for rotation snaps as a freshman. Yeah, for sure. I think that's what I project him as. He'll come in as a freshman. But what if we have 7 defensive tackles that are really good? It would be good if you could redshirt him and then keep him around and play him 4 games and then, keep him there would be great too. But I see him coming in and competing for a starting spot. He's really good, but who cares who starts? You want to be in that rotation, and then when you get out there, you play. Play as hard as you can. You know, who starts, who's on the bench, you know, that don't matter to me a whole lot. I just used to tell my guys, you know, like my running backs, you know, I'd rotate them and receivers, whatever. Defensive linemen, you know, try not to rotate my offensive linemen too much. I like for them to get continuity, but everybody else, we'd rotate, you know, and have at least three at a position that you could play. And so, yeah, for sure, I see him as competing for snaps there as a freshman. So let's watch some video of him. I can show you what I'm talking about here. I think I just need to minimize that. Yeah, here we go. This is his huddle, and I should be okay. Here to go. Should not have any. And this is him right here. I think it's number 99, maybe. Right here, he's at about a 1 tech, but he's going to shift over to nose guard here. That's a 0 tech right on the center. And you see him right there. I mean, notice the guard right here is trying to pull, and he hammers up in there and messes up that pull too. I mean, this is perfect. Now watch him. See, there's that guard 63 pulling. He hits. They're trying to zone block. You see them. They're taking those zone bucket steps, trying to cut right here. He's trying to cut backside off, and but watch him. He takes these two guys, and then just totally bogs it up. And he's the one that gets in there on that tackle. I mean, look at that. Yeah, that's a great play. Right there, when I see that, I'm thinking, okay, Coach Adams, we got to sign this guy. Let's get him committed. That play right there. Now, here he is right here, I believe. Yep, right on the center. Look at him, boom. He's in the backfield. Look how deep this ball. Here's was the line of scrimmage, and he's really 2.5, 3 yards back making this tackle. That's what Jimmy Johnson used to talk about. You know, he wanted his defensive line to reset the line of scrimmage 2 yards deep behind where it started. And you see that's what he's doing right there. Let's see, right here he's going to be like a 3 tech outside that guard. Right, am I looking at that right? Hang on now. Yeah, there, and he's right there, I believe. No, he's on the center, I'm sorry. Boy, they're lined up weird. This is their quarterback right here, so that's their center. So he's a nose guard right there. He's just shaded a little bit this way. My bad. Right there. Did you see how he throws the center right there? I mean, he just threw him off of him, made that tackle. He's tough, man. Look at him. This is a good-looking guy. Look at those linemen he's playing against. Those are big guys. I mean, heck, they could look like South Carolina over there. You know? I mean, man, these are not chumps he's playing now. Look at him here, taking up 2 blockers there. And then he goes and helps make the tackle. Now, he probably wouldn't get credit, but look, you know, there's zone blocking. And these two here, and he's wanting to keep that center from getting to this guy. And he's trying to tie him up. And he does, and he's right in there on that tackle. And man, he's a good one. I like him a lot. There he is right there. Boom, look at him getting upfield. And you just look at all the linemen around him that he's messed up here. I mean, he's got 2 linemen that he totally messed up. I mean, here he is right here. He's right here in the middle. Yeah, that's him. He's going to come through, bust through here, and block it. Right there he is. Boom. Big play right there. Here he is. Look at him throwing that center off of him. Really, that's a big old guy now. That's not some little dude. I mean, he's strong now. Good little swim move there. Good play. He gets off blocks very well. As good as any defensive lineman I've seen of Arkansas's recruits here, you know, and he does really well. There's another good little spin move in there. Here he is right here. Boom. I mean, he does not stay blocked. I'll say that for him. Watch him here. Look at him. Look at him running right there. I mean, man, that's got to be right out in the 4.9 range. Watch him right here. He is right here. And watch him run. I mean, runs well for a big guy. I mean, look at that. I mean, man, pursuing the ball. He's excited. Look at him. Love that energy. Here he comes right here. Boom. I mean, he's just eating people up. There he is. Playing against LSU, looks like. Now look at him. He's quick off the ball. There he is. Nobody blocked him ever. See how he turns and runs and makes that tackle right there? Guys, 340-pound players don't do this very often. Here's right here, and he ends up making the tackle way down here. The ball's up here like the 40. And watch him. Here he is right here. Watch him pursue. And he makes the tackle. Look at that. I mean, seeing that right there, I'm thinking, yeah, we got to get this guy signed for sure. He's a heck of a player. Look at him. He's got two right there piled. Look at the pile he makes. Boom. He's really got three linemen right those 1, 2, 3 kind of on him. This guy's trying to get to a linebacker. But he's got three guys, and here's the running back. I mean, where's he going to run? He's got that piled up himself. Just one guy in there, Jackson. Here's on the center. Good quickness. Look at him. He's tough. He's tough in there. Look at him there pushing the pocket, like I was saying, right in the quarterback's face. He didn't get a sack. That's one of his hurries right there. Here he is running the nose guard there again. And just think, you're the center having to get a good snap and trying to block this big guy. I mean, wow. That's tough. Tough. Trust me. I coached in spread offense for a while, and I hated it when they put people in our center because I knew we were going to have a tough time. At times, some years I had a really good center. Watch him here. Look at him chasing this guy down the field. Look at him running. I mean, this guy can run now. He's got to be a 4.98. If he's not, he's a low 5'1". But he runs well. Big good rip move right there. Good play. They cut it right there. But anyway, man, you see, I mean, I see a really good player there. Really good. Let's see, current slide. Here we go. So, and that leads me to welcome to the Arkansas Razorbacks here, Carnell Jackson. Man, heck of a play right here. Look at him, big guy. That's an SEC defensive lineman right there. If it's not an SEC defensive lineman, I don't know what one looks like. I mean, 6'3", 340, loses a little weight maybe. But I don't know if he needs to lose weight. I mean, God, he's just a big old guy. Carries it well, runs good. Man, I don't. They have all those nutritionists and everything. They tell everybody what their goal weight should be. I don't know all that, but they have a lot of sophisticated systems to figure all that out. But just looking at him, man, he's good. And when I think of somebody 340 pounds, I don't think somebody can run as good as him. He runs well, and big guy, good quickness, speed. He's a disruptor. He's a good one. I think Arkansas's got a really good one here. This kind of players we need to win in the SEC for sure. All right, now, and I hope that makes you excited to see this guy. I mean, that we got him coming in 2026, and that he's ranked as an 86. That's crazy. Man, I don't know. All right, guys, and that's all I got. I mean, thank you so much for watching the video that I made here. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment. Leave me a question. I love reading the comments, leaving questions. I'll try to get back to you, respond to you. I love those comments, especially people that know some of these players and all that. I mean, I think it's really cool. And I also want to show that how Arkansas's coaching staff's doing a great job of recruiting. They got a really good recruiting class here in 2026, and I don't care about how they rank them. I mean, I do, but, I'm telling you right now, guys, I've done this for a long time and seen a lot of players, and they've got a good class coming in this 2026, and I think they'll be good in 2025. But, man, Carnell Jackson Jr., heck of a player. This is the kind of player we need in that defensive line to be really good. And please subscribe to the channel. It gives you notifications. I think it does. I know some people I'm subscribed to, it sends me notifications. But when I post a video, hopefully it does that, and maybe at the top of your timeline, whatever. But yeah, please subscribe and come back soon, man. I love to talk football and I love to do all that. I get in the coaching aspects of it. I have to watch myself on these plays. I want to break the play down, and I'm trying to just break down the player But anyway, I love football, coached for a long time, and played it, and just really love it. And just want to say that, man, they've got him a good one here. And Carnell Jackson Jr., heck of a job by Coach Deke Adams to get him committed. And I hope he has a great senior season. And I hope he comes to Arkansas and has a great career at Arkansas and then on to the NFL. I mean, the NFL is looking at him just a few years down the road. And like I say, that's all I got, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. And as always, go Hogs.